Welcome to Regular Talk. I got a special guest right here. Entrepreneur, innovator. Um, Man, I've seen for years build it from the ground up. Uh, Hill District raised. Welcome my guest, Donnie Kite. How you doing, sir?
Pretty good, pretty good.
All right, man. I built this platform, man, for like people like you, man. People who I seen their journey, whether I know them or if I don't know them,
Yes, sir.
and just I want to talk about how they became them, man. So I want to start from the essence, man, the beginning, man. Tell me about childhood, man.
Yeah. Well, childhood. I'm a child of five, one of five kids. You know what I mean? Born and raised Hill District, Borough Street. Father. Unfortunately in jail. So coming up, single parent. No father there. Looking for somebody to look up to. So eventually, out of this rough. Ended up being in the streets for a little while. Had been in a little gang. You know what I mean? After that, learned a little something, man, and made my way out of that joint, out of the streets.
How was you? How was you as a student? Let's say fifth to eighth grade.
Terrible. To be honest, I failed all the way out. Like I said, no father there. My mom wasn't on, wasn't on my back too much. I ain't do no work in school, man. I failed all the way out.
You play sports?
Nope. I only played sports in the streets.
All right. Well, I see you with the Bashir. How was it? I feel like a man's and a woman's character get built once you walk into that high school.
Yeah.
So how was it walking into Bashir that ninth grade year?
Believe it or not, man, I'm gonna tell the honest God truth. My first year, man, for those that know, the Hill and Hazelwood used to have problems, man. My first day of school, I was ready to go out with Hazelwood, man. So it wasn't too good, man. I entered that environment to where it was a perpetuated thing going on with the Hill and Hazelwood, and I was up to it, and ended up getting suspended behind that 30 days. I never been to school since.
How was it navigating back then through the banging, them banging days? Like how was it navigating whether you was with it or you wasn't with it? Like how was it back then seeing it form?
Yeah. You know what? It was different coming from a fighting era. You know what I'm saying? Because we was used to fighting. We up for that. We was up for that. But when you actually had guys talking about you had a gun, it was almost like it was a culture shock. And I'm gonna say that for the Hill. I can't speak about nobody else in these other communities. But for us, it was like fight first. And then, we ran into some other guys from different communities. They like, nah, they got them things. You know what I mean? So yeah, and then one of my ways of navigating, which was fortunate, I do have to mention that I did have an opportunity to box. So my time of going to the gym, it took me away from the streets too. So it had me out of the way.
You want to shut your coach out?
Yeah, shout out my coach Charlie Daniels, the legendary Mr. Charlie Daniels, who was considered my granddad. You know what I mean? He's one of the legends from here in the city of Pittsburgh Hill District. Involved in that boxing scene.
Shut up, Charlie Daniels. All right. Why you think, even though you might have your own background, I might have my own background. Why you think the streets are so influencing the young black men?
I mean, I want to say it's the flash. The flash, the money, the clothes, the ladies, the cars. You know what I mean? If you're not educated if you're not educated on your upbringing about, that's really not too much of substance. It's only material. Then you can get caught up in it. But you have to be educated from the door. You know what I mean? About what you can get into and know that that's not really worth as much as we put the worth into it to where you'll lose your life or you'll go to jail for the rest of your life.
When'd you fall in love with fashion?
Well, again, that was an alternative for me making my way out of the streets. I had caught a little case out there, and the judge told me, I always say this to people, the judge told me, if you come back in here, this is what I got for you. You know what I said to myself? I made a commitment right there that I was stopping, I was quitting. I said, I'm going into the clothing business. I got to find something else to do. I'm not giving them the satisfaction to lock me up. You know what I mean? So I made that commitment to do that and go into the clothing. I've been doing it ever since.
I always hear people talking about how hard the clothing business and restaurant business is, like
Yeah.
getting it started. Could you speak on that?
Well, getting started was easy. You know what I mean? It was easy. I formed the idea. I came up with the idea. Like I said, I was committed on quitting, so I went into my little zone to where I was writing down ideas. I came up with the idea. I presented it to where I'm from, which again is the streets. I'm out of the streets at the time, but I presented to the guys because I know some of the guys are still out there, and they generate money. So I presented to them. They loved it. From there on, I put it on a T-shirt, and it been good. It was good. What was good from the outright. You know what I mean? But things change as you go on and later. It's just like life. It's ups and downs. So it's going to be ups and downs in business too.
Did you feel like? Cause you, I mean, let's be honest, man. We know. I ain't even going to say Pittsburgh. We'll say the whole PA, East
Yeah.
Coast is geographical. Did you ever think like people going to think since it say Ike on here that only Hill people can wear this?
Definitely. Well, I didn't really. It didn't really come in my mind. But as I went on time over time, I know that people was. I end up hearing people say that was one of the problems why they didn't want to buy it. When I formed it from the beginning, I thought of it being a worldwide business. I didn't form it just to be on the hill. I formed it as a company.
Who was? I got two questions. Who was Ike, and what does the 36 symbolize?
Ike is actually a terminology that is formed from the nickname of the guy named Sean Harris, whose nickname was Ike. Sean Harris died in a car crash. His nickname was Ike. We took that nickname and we immortalized it to where we make it to our term of endearment and our greeting as you hear today. And then I took that and then I turned it into the clothing line that you see all around the city and all around the nation right now.
Are you creating the patterns all the way down to the T? You got a team, or it's just like you creating everything pretty much?
Well, no, I got a partner as well. I got a partner named Khalid Bowles. She helps me create a lot too. So between me and her, we are the ones that put all these designs and all these creations out that you see.
I'm glad you're here too, because you're a fashion. You're a fashion designer, like you know what I mean. So,
Yeah.
what makes designer? Like, what makes everybody want Louis? Like, why can't? And shout out my dog Skelly. Skelly got valet. Like, why can't Skelly be designer or Ike Wear be designer? Like, who picks it to be this high class fashion?
Well, to me, I think it's just a program thing or a following thing. People that follow traditions from way back, you know what I mean? They just follow what's going on. Like, let's say a lot of our older guys who was caught up into the material world, that's what they wore all the time or most of the time. So it's like mostly anytime people always follow what others did before them. So someone will stay loyal to that.
Okay, yeah, I kind of double dabble with the merch, and I was going down Lincoln and selling my shirts, and I'm sending to say this. One shout out Dre Lees. He was the first person. He's from another neighborhood. He's the first person that bought my shirt, man. So I'm asking, do you remember the first person that bought one of your shirts or one of your products?
Oh man, you talking 20-something years ago, 26 years ago. It probably was my brother. 'Cause I had family who probably purchased first. It was some of my first customers was like my family. So shout out my brother Spurl. Probably my partner Chaos. That's just a few. I think them guys are some of the first ones that bought my clothes when I put them out.
Who inspires you fashion wise? Like who you look at and just be like, I gotta turn it up.
Man, for a while it was a couple people, man. It was a lot. In my time when I was really coming through, trying to help me step my game up, it was like Echo. Who else was out? Anichi, Rockaware. All them guys at one point, man, they was putting out some nice designs that made me want to step my game up. Because to me, I felt like I was basic at that moment. But to watch them guys, I was seeing how they was placing their designs, and then to see how they do multi layers, material. I was looking at all that. So that was pushing me that I knew I wanted to get to that level to where I could do it like them.
How's it competition wise? Like, do you have a direct competitor or just I just do me?
I just do me. I don't compete with nobody. I just do me. But it's unfortunate that some people do put me against others. They do it. I don't. I don't focus on that. I just focus on keep trying to bring some of the best stuff that I could bring out.
I saw you say something about recycling the black dollar. Could you speak on that?
Oh, that's very, very important because too much of our money is leaving out, and that taps into what you're saying about Louis. When our money go to Louis, we don't have a trace of where that money went. One thing you can guarantee dealing with Iceware is when you send that money to me, you already see it because we giving that money back. It's coming back into the community, and I don't just do for the Hill. I'll do for anywhere. You know what I mean? My people is my people all around the world, and that's how I view it. So yeah, it's very important for us to recycle our dollars. And for me to give to, it's almost creating a way for. Where you say you from?
I'm from Lincoln.
You from Lincoln? Shout out to Lincoln. My little cousin Mondo. R.I.P. Love me. So listen, Lincoln Avenue. We got to bridge that gap to where it was the vision that been put on us over years to where we don't hardly do business. So now our money is being trapped or our money is being given out to others instead of us having it in between us to where we shuffling it to help your community grow, my community grow, and the ones around us.
I hear a lot of people, and like I said, I just heard you say, I hear, how do it start though? Like, how do we bridge the gap? Like, how did the conversation start?
Well, it takes the leaders in the community to be able to understand that and look past the past beefs that we had from these communities. It's not about us, it's about our children. It's about the future of our children to have an understanding that it's okay if you're from Lincoln that you can mess with a Hill guy. It's okay if you're from the Hill that it's all right that you can travel to Homewood or wherever you need to be as long as you're not starting no problems. You know what I'm saying? Don't start a problem. I don't care where you at. If you start a problem, you get dealt with. That's universal.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But we, the elders, or whoever got influence, need to let people know that we need to take down these barriers, man, because it's hurting us more than it's helping us.
I see you with your little ones, man. How's fatherhood?
Fatherhood it's okay. It's it's alright.
I see you got something going on June 14th, like a big youth cookout.
Yeah, pre-summer cookout for the youth.
Yeah, could you speak on that?
So what I'm trying to do is, I know like the youth is about to get out of school. So once they get out, I think they get out on the 12th. So therefore, I'll kick it off on the 14th, where I'll let them come out, get their face painted, get some balloon art, bouncy house, just have a little fun before they even get started. You know what I mean? Then I'll have some free stuff that I'll give to them for as like clothes. And I think like water guns, maybe something like that. I'll have for them.
You see a little you, like you see somebody out there that's trying to mess with the clothing coming up.
Well, not yet. But I have some people that's in my community that is doing their thing. I have one guy named You Dig. He's under me. Well, he's a little younger than me, but he's doing his thing. As far as any other youth, I don't see none at the moment.
I saw you, I see you branching out more. I see you doing the seed oil. I see hats. Or you got more things you try to branch out to?
Yeah, as long as it's something that I can sell to you that's good for you, and I can make some money, that's what I'm gonna do. So as long as it's good for the people and it can help the people, I'll sell it.
When you thought of this idea, did you see this? Where you at right now? Did you surpass?
No, I'm not even where I envisioned that. My vision is so wide. I'm not even there yet. That's why I keep striving.
What's the ultimate goal?
The ultimate goal to me is like how you just said, when you're able to walk into Macy's, or you're able to walk into these malls, or you're able to walk into a store, and you got to make a decision. Which do I want? Do I want Iceware or Polo? I want to be right there.
I want to say I appreciate you coming, man. And I wanted to say too, though, man, what really made me pay attention to you, I was up Cleveland, and I seen somebody with an Iceware sweatsuit on. I went just a couple years ago. I went over to him thinking he's from Pittsburgh.
Yeah.
He wasn't even from Pittsburgh.
Yeah.
So I thought that was dope, man. So
Yeah.
I'm a big fan of yours, man. I love to see where you're going, man. I can't wait to see how far you go.
Yeah.
I wish you nothing but the best, man.
Appreciate it, Drake.
All right, man. Be easy, man.
Yeah.